Hello, my name is Ryan Grossman. I am the dual credit coordinator for Indiana Digital. What's dual credit, you might ask? It's a fantastic opportunity to earn high school and college credit at the same time for the same class. So it's sort of like a 2-for-1 deal. Whatever class you might take, you would earn college credit for free, I might add, and your normal high school credit at the same time, same set of assignments, same class, same instructor, same time, same place, same everything. So it really truly is a 2-for-1 deal. And again, all for free. So why should you do this? What are the benefits? See me. Well, saving time, saving money, that's the big highlight. I'm going to come back about this point in a little bit, but that is the big highlight as to why you should do this dual credit bit. Also, there's other perks that Ivy Tech, our primary dual credit partner, has offered you. You have the chance to take advantage of any opportunity or service or fun event that Ivy Tech offers the regular student body. So maybe there's an ice cream social going on at your local campus, or a movie night, or a drive-in, or whatever. You are more than welcome to participate with that. You can also take advantage of their counseling, their tutoring, career services. Again, any service that they offer the regular student body is open to you. And in that sense, they treat you like a regular, normal Ivy Tech student. Doing dual credit is a great way to stand out in the crowd. You can highlight that fact on your resume, especially if there's classes you want to highlight to a potential employer that showcases skills and abilities and talents that you've developed and learned over the course of those classes. And during your high school days, INDLS offers you a boost on your GPA. So there's two types of GPA. There's like a regular GPA with nothing special going on, and then there's a weighted GPA that gives you an extra boost sometimes for certain classes. Well, for dual credit classes, you get a whole extra point added onto your GPA calculation for the weighted GPA. So say you get a B in a dual credit class, which is a very respectable grade. Under the weighted GPA system, that B is treated as an A. So an A in the dual credit space for this weighted GPA calculation would be treated as like a super duper A. Extra weight added to that A as well. So I've talked about some benefits. Now I'm going to address the concerns that have come up before that I'm sure you are thinking about right now. So objection number 1, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to attend Ivy Tech. Okay, that's fine. There's no obligation to attend college or Ivy Tech if you do this dual credit program. None whatsoever. Now, they'd love to have you as a full-time student, but again, no obligation to attend Ivy Tech, no obligation to have a career in whatever field you take that class in. So maybe you take a class in welding, or how to fly a drone, or psychology, or something else. Those are great classes. I want to take some of those, especially that drone class. But you are under no obligation to have a career in that field. The whole point of taking classes is to learn, to experience. Maybe some of these classes are prerequisite classes for whatever field you're interested in. Maybe you're just curious what it is to fly a drone. Cool, we can help you out with all those things. But again, no obligation whatsoever. By doing a dual credit class, all that you're committing to is taking a class, doing your best, learning some things, maybe having fun. Dare I say, had you have fun? And you'd have a record that you've taken a class. That's it. Once you earn that college credit, it is yours and never goes away. So again, no obligation that you have to attend Ivy Tech or college. So speaking of the credit though, what about transferring that credit? We'll get to that in a little bit, but you can transfer credit you earned from Ivy Tech to other colleges or universities. I cannot afford to pay. Well, I understand that concern because college is not cheap by any stretch of imagination. Even though Ivy Tech is the cheapest in the state of Indiana, it's still not cheap, right? It's an expensive endeavor. Well, doing this dual credit opportunity through INDLS is offered to you for the grand total cost of nothing. Nada, zilch, zero, no cost to you whatsoever. Now, if you feel like you want to pay, I'll be glad to take some that money off your hands, and your favorite teacher would too as well. But seriously though, there is no cost. Nada. nothing for this opportunity. And that is a big deal because you can get a head start on your college, and this is where the financial savings come into play because, again, there's no cost to you for this. So do you earn high school credit from this? Yes. Does it help with your normal high school graduation requirements? Yeah, depending on what class you pick, yes, it can, and it does. So again, the name dual credit comes from the fact that you earn the college credit for that class and the high school credit tied to that class at the same time, same set of assignments, same seat time, same time and energy effort you're investing in the class. So it's, again, a 2-for-1 kind of deal. I've heard people say it's too tough. Well, college classes can be challenging at times, yes, but there's a lot of great support. And again, one of the services IU Tech offers is tutoring. They offer online 24/7 tutoring, so you don't have to leave your home to take some of these classes. The instructors are great. They offer great turnaround. IU Tech instructors are supposed to get back to you within 24 hours. And then there's also opportunity to go in person to your local IU Tech campus for not only those free services and events and fun activities, but also tutoring as well. Can you graduate early with this dual credit stuff? Potentially. You need to have a chat with your counselor about that. However, I would like to point out, though, is graduating early really worth $26,000? Because that's how much you'd be shortchanging yourself if you graduate early. More on that number and where that comes from here in a little bit. So I just want you to stew on that. Is graduating early really worth $26,000? We have two types of dual credit here at INDLS. There is what we call internal dual credit, which means it's taught during the school day, taught by INDLS employees. It shows up on your INDLS schedule. It looks and feels and smells like a normal INDLS class, except it has that dual credit attached to it. Now, you do have to qualify for these dual credit classes, and I'll help you out with that step. But once you take care of that qualification step and you've done all your enrollment pieces, then you're all set. Now, what about directly through IU Tech? We call those external classes. And do they have live class sessions? Well, it depends on the class and your personal preference and what class you pick. Some classes you have to do in person, like welding, like EMT, like robotics. So it just depends on the class that you're interested in. Other classes have hybrid options where you have the option to attend in person, or you could do it remotely from home. Others are totally 100% remote. So again, it just depends on the class that you pick. So how many of these classes can you take? Well, if you do them during the school day taught by INDLS teachers, you can take as many of those as you would like. There's no limit there from the INDLS IU Tech perspective, other than like what can your schedule handle and what can you personally handle based on what's going on in your life. What about directly through IU Tech? You can do one of those per semester. Can you do both internal and external at the same time? Yes, you certainly can. What are your choices? So in short, there are career technical options and there are academic options. Can you dip into both categories? Absolutely, yes. Again, you can do internal and external same time. So I'm not going to read these options off to you, but on the left-hand side are the options we offer in-house during the school day as taught by INDLS teachers. New this year, we've added to the list the Intro to Engineering and Career Exploratory classes that now have college credit attached to those classes. And then again, you can do something directly through IU Tech. Now, what you see on the right-hand side is not a complete list by any stretch of imagination. And in fact, IU Tech is a great website to show you all the different options that they have. So let me show you how to get there. So you're going to go to ivtech.edu. And then under the Programs button, you're going to click on this green Explore Programs. And this would have a list of all the different campuses and fields of interest that they have. So if you want to see what's available at your local campus, so say maybe you live near Kokomo, you want to see if they have any business classes. Well, this list would show you all those classes, all those programs, all those opportunities at that campus. Maybe you don't want to stick to Kokomo. Maybe you want to see what's available online. Well, if you look at the top filter, you can click on this all online option. So then these would be programs that you can complete entirely online. Doesn't mean you have to do them all entirely online, but that option is there. So a lot of great programs here. And again, I would encourage you to check that out on your own time, which again, ivtech.edu. Excuse me. You're going to click on this programs button, explore programs, to see all the different programs and opportunities available to you. And if you find something, which I'm willing to bet you will, talk to me and we can start working on this. Ivy Tech has this cool program called the Indiana College Core, ICC for short, which represents your first year of college requirements. So these are your, what we call general education requirements, or Gen Ed for short. It's a sampling of all the major disciplines. So it's a little bit of English, a little bit of history, a little bit of math, a little bit of science, a little bit of everything blended together that everyone has to do no matter where you go to college. So here's the deal with this Indiana College Core. The state of Indiana noticed, wait, there's a lot of repeat going on here. Like your junior, senior year, taking a lot of classes you do in college. Like, why do we need to repeat those classes again? So the state of Indiana said, let's take care of that. Let's offer some of these classes for college credit now during your high school days. Get that high school credit and the college credit at the same time, thus the name dual credit. And then you get the best of both worlds. So if you complete all the requirements for this Indiana College Core before you leave INDLS, that is equivalent to $26,000 scholarship. Where am I getting this $26,000 from? IU Bloomington, a year of classes there. And this is just your normal tuition and fees that they would normally tell you about as an incoming student at IU Bloomington. $26,000 for a year. Never mind incidentals like medical expenses, food, transportation expenses. This is just like room, board, tuition, right? $26,000 for the year. So by completing this Indiana College Core during your high school days, you are saving yourself $26,000 plus any interest that might accrue or that you might develop over time if you have to borrow money. So again, saving you a nice chunk of cash by doing this Indiana College Core. And again, that's saving you a whole year. If you complete this Indiana College Core and you transfer this Indiana College Core to an Indiana college or university that accepts it, again, that is one whole year that is done. You are not obligated to attend Ivy Tech. You can transfer this work to any college that you want to, but if you stay within the state of Indiana and go to a public institution within the state, you have a whole year essentially done and over with. Other cool benefits and perks, you get to graduate with other Ivy Tech students. You could put on an Ivy Tech cap and gown and participate in their graduation ceremonies, if you so choose. You don't have to, but that option would be there if you earn this Indiana College Core. And you would start off as a sophomore. So you get a bit of a head start from those that don't take advantage of this opportunity. So don't believe me? Okay, hear it straight from the students' mouths that have done this program. So these are students that I've had in class before. They are phenomenal students. They are off doing great things now. And I'll let you listen to them as to why you should do this dual credit stuff.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about, I hear that you're currently taking dual credits. Is that accurate?
Yes,
When did you start taking dual credits?
I started taking dual credits around 10th grade.
10th grade. And where are you taking them through? Do you know?
I've taken them through 2 universities. One is Ivy Tech and the other is Ball State, but the mass majority of my credits have been through Ivy Tech.
Awesome. And how did you learn about that? That seems like a lot of extra work.
I've learned through it with Mr. Grossman. He's the dual credit coordinator at INDLS. He's helped me a lot, and he's currently my algebra teacher, so I get to talk to him a lot. And I get a lot of news of what courses are being offered as soon as possible. It's great.
Yeah. So do you know what you want to study after graduation?
Yeah, I want to study law as well as medicine. So actually been accepted into an accelerated 3-3 law program. So instead of waiting 4 years for my undergraduate and then 4 years for law school, I'll be doing 3 years undergraduate and 3 years law school. But with dual credit, I was able to cut down my years of undergraduate to just 2 years.
I'm going to stop her right there. She made a significant dent in her future educational journey. Now, maybe you're not interested in law and medicine. Okay, that's fine. Again, Ivy Tech has a lot of great opportunities for everyone, not just those that are interested in law and medicine. But the bigger point that she's making here, that I'm trying to make here, is this is a great way to get a head start on your future self, your future career, future education, future opportunities, whatever that might be.
And is that through Ivy Tech?
Yes, the vast majority.
Wow. What does it mean to be getting dual credits at this stage of your life?
Preparing for your academic future. Is it your overall future? No, because there's so much more than just academics. But if you are into the academic realm, this is what you need to do to get a step forward.
And again, even there's the career technical options that Ivy Tech offers. Why not get a head start on that? Because if you know you'd be interested in like advanced manufacturing or robotics or automotive or some other program Ivy Tech offers, again, why not get a head start now? And here is testimonial number 2.
And I heard just briefly that you are in, gosh, it sounded like everything. Dual credits, CTE classes. Talk to me a little bit about the curriculum that you're taking.
So I've been taking those classes dual credit and CTE since my sophomore year. And so right now I believe I'm in the computer science CTE. So I've taken computer science 1 and Python programming and a couple other classes. I also taken a couple history classes dual credit, and I've taken physics, dual credit chemistry, and right now I'm taking calculus 2 through Ball State. So I've really enjoyed that program, and it's allowed me to take a lot of classes that I wouldn't be able to take anywhere else.
I was typing as fast as I can. Go back. You've also taken dual credit history, physics, dual credit chemistry, and which one are you taking through Ball State?
Calculus 2.
Big goals. Do you know what you want to do after high school?
Yes, so I want to do mechanical engineering and computer science.
What is it about that field that interests you?
So I like robotics and building little circuit boards. I've been doing that for a couple years now. And I like computer programming as well. And really, I just want to help people. So I could maybe do like manufacturing as well. Because I have some medical stuff, and I feel like with my knowledge in the medical things I've been dealing with, I could probably use that to help others as well.
Love that.
I love it too. And I love this opportunity for you as well, because what you do with it is up to you. Sky is the limit, just like these two have shown. And here's some text testimonial about this dual credit stuff. I'm not going to read it all. Great and amazing. This offers a variety of opportunities. It helped get into 13 colleges. Wow, that's nice. Help make progress towards college and career goals. Flexible. Help is always there. INDLS pays for it, so you don't have to worry about it. And a lot of great opportunities for the future, both college and career. Sounds like I said these things. But these are real life testimonials. So what if you're not sure about what college you want to attend? Maybe you're thinking about Ivy Tech. Cool. Maybe you're thinking about some other college. Cool. I'd still do it. Earning this college credit does not hurt. It just shows that you've completed these classes. Once you've earned the credit, it is yours and never goes away. And even if you're thinking about going to a trade or technical program, cool. You may still need to do college in the future. Maybe you plan to take over the business one day, or maybe there's some additional training they want you to get through the college. Or maybe, like Ivy Tech, they've got some great career technical programs. Why not get a head start now? And again, if you don't want to attend Ivy Tech, okay, not a problem. Whatever credit you earn through Ivy Tech, maybe even the Indiana College Core, you can transfer that to the college or university of your choice. And again, where we take these classes from, it depends on the class. If you do something hands-on like the welding or automotive, then you'll have to go to your local Ivy Tech campus. Other classes have a variety of options on when, where, and how you complete that class. So it's okay to ask questions. It's okay not to sure if you're not sure what you want to be when you grow up, because I don't know either. This is your chance to get a head start, get some of those common general education requirements out of the way, and who knows, maybe by doing some of these general education classes, or maybe there's a career technical class you're interested in, maybe you might find your spark. So if you're interested in learning more, you have questions for me, please do reach out. Please call, email, or text, and I'll be glad to help you out. Ivy Tech classes go on an 8-week basis, so maybe we can't get you in right this split second, but we can certainly get you in for this next upcoming cycle, for sure. So, love to chat with you. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.